Assalamu alaikum. This is Shauruk Mujumdar welcoming you to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. ECNEC approves 9 projects including Chattogram City, Outer Ring Road and Podar Barrage projects worth about 36,700 crore taka. Advance online train ticket sale on the occasion of Eid al-Adha starts. Tickets for May 23rd sold on first day. Collapsed economy can't be restored unless peaceful social condition and political stability maintained for next 2 years, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister. Angioplasty done and ring placed successfully in President Mohammed Shahabuddin's heart in UK. Demand for community derivatives in stock market not to decrease even in next 10 years, says Prime Minister's Special Assistant Tanvir Goni. United States must win war, says US President Donald Trump. Washington creating fabricated excuses for autocracies, complains Iran. And Al Nassr held 1-1 draw by Al Hilal, extending Cristiano Ronaldo's Saudi Pro League title win. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. The Executive Committee of the National Economic Council, ECNEC, approved 9 development projects, including an overall estimated cost of 36,695 crore taka. The approvals came from the 11th ECNEC meeting of the current fiscal year, with ECNEC Chairperson and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in the chair at the Cabinet Division Conference Room at Bangladesh Secretariat today. Of the total project cost, 36,490 crore taka will come from the government's own funds, while 204 crore taka will be financed from the concerned organization's own resources. Among the approved projects, 3 are new, 5 are revised, and 1 project got extension of tenure without witnessing cost escalation. Ministers and state ministers concerned attended the meeting while senior officials were present. The approved projects include 2 under the Ministry of Cultural Affairs: establishment of Chattogram Muslim Institute Cultural Complex, second revised, with an increased cost of 8 crore taka, and construction of multi-story building for the Department of Public Libraries, second revised, with an additional cost of 59 crore taka. Medical Education and Family Welfare Division, titled Upgradation or Reconstruction of Existing Mother and Child Welfare Centers in District Towns into 30-bed Mother and Child Welfare Centers, was also approved. Advanced train ticket sales for the Eid al-Adha begin today, with Bangladesh Railway introducing a 100% online system for both advance and return journeys. Rail authorities have decided to operate 5 pairs of special trains and 3 cattle special services to ease passenger pressure during the festive rush. Bangladesh Trade data, according to a schedule released, tickets for May 23rd journeys had been sold today. Similarly, tickets for May 24th, 25th, 26th and 27th journeys will be released on May 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th. For the return journey, tickets will be sold online from May 21st to May 25th for travel dates of May 31st and June 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Tickets for May 28th, 29th and 30th journeys will be sold later depending on the sighting of the Eid Crescent, officials said. Information and Broadcasting Minister Jahiruddin Shapon said Bangladesh will not be able to recover its damaged economy unless social peace and political stability are maintained over the next 2 years. The minister made the remarks while speaking as a chief guest at the award distribution ceremony of the winners of the month-long Islamic competition Alokito Mahe Ramadan at Uttara Community Center in the capital today. Lawmaker from Dhaka 18th constituency S.M. Jahangir Hussain organized the program. Jahiruddin Chopin alleged that the former Awami League government mistreated religious Muslims. The minister said the current BNP-led government has ensured a peaceful social environment and urged everyone to protect social stability and avoid political division. Baitul Mukarram Khatib Allama Mufti Abdul Malik said a zakat-based economy could bring prosperity to society. Speakers at the function also said religious people wearing beards and caps were unfairly labeled as extremists during the Awami League regime. They added that people now enjoy greater dignity and respect in society. China has donated 380,000 doses of WHO pre-qualified polio vaccine to Bangladesh to strengthen the country's immunization program. China's Sinovac Foundation has formally handed over the vaccine doses to Health and Family Welfare Minister Shordar Mohammad Shakot Hussain at the Secretariat this morning. Directorate General of Health Services Director General Professor Dr. Prabhat Chandra Bishash, senior officials from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and representatives of the Chinese Embassy in Dhaka were also present at the event. The health minister said that the donation will further strengthen the expanded program on immunization and accelerate polio eradication efforts in the country. He also added that a vitamin A campaign will begin in June. A stand has been successfully placed in the heart of President Mohammad Shahabuddin on an emergency basis after a significant blockage was detected during his routine medical checkup in the United Kingdom. The president's physical condition is now stable. President's personal physician, Colonel Dr. A.K.M. Faizul Haq, conveyed the information to the Bongo Bhavan press wing. He said, during the examination, a major blockage was detected in one of the arteries of the heart, prompting immediate angioplasty and successful implementation of a stent at Royal Papworth Hospital. The president is now under close observation by hospital physicians. He has sought prayers from the countrymen for his speedy recovery. The president left Dhaka for London on May 9th for follow-up treatment and medical checkup. Education Minister Dr. A.N.M. Ahsanul Haq Milan said the government has been working relentlessly to develop the country's education system to international standards and build skilled, moral and patriotic human resources. He said this while addressing as chief guest the agreement signing ceremony of the on-grid OPEX model solar system project at Residential Model College in the capital. The minister said the SSC and higher secondary stages are the most important phases in students' lives. They have to establish themselves through perseverance and hard work by properly utilizing this period. The government has initiated measures to ensure no session jams occur following the completion of the SSC and HSC examinations, he added. Education Ministry's Secretary Abdul Khalik presided over, among others, Directorate of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education, Higher Education, Director General Professor Dr. Khan Moinuddin Al Mahmoud Sohel, Residential Model College Principal Brigadier General Muhammad Zabir Hussain and Omera Renewable Energy CEO Masudur Rahim were present. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Investment and Capital Markets, Tanvir Goni, said the demand for community derivatives in the stock market in Bangladesh will not decrease even in the next 10 years. He said this during a discussion with the Board of Directors and Chittagong Stock Exchange CSE officials at the CSE Auditorium at Agrabad in the city today. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister said everything is being controlled through laws everywhere. Therefore, the government is trying to deregulate the laws to make the institutions effective. He said the government will continue to work to make the Chittagong Stock Exchange more dynamic. CSE Managing Director M. Saifur Rahman, Shareholder Director Shahzada Muhammad Chaudhary and Major Retired Emdadul Islam, along with senior CSE officials, were present at the discussion meeting presided over by Chittagong Stock Exchange Chairman A.K.M. Habibur Rahman. Earlier, Special Assistant to the Prime Minister Tanbir Goni visited the state-of-the-art industrial factory of GPH Ispat Limited at Kumira in Shitakund, Chattogram. Shitakund Upojila Nirbahi Officer Mohammad Fakhrul Islam, Chairman of GPH Group Mohammad Jahangir Alam, Additional Managing Director Mohammad Almas Shimul and senior officials of the organization were present at the time. After the visit, he signed the GPH factory inspection book. State Minister for Land and Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs Barrister Mir Mohammad Halaluddin has emphasized the importance of acquiring practical knowledge alongside knowledge based on textbook with a view to building the next generation as a humane generation. He made this call while distributing corrugated iron sheets and cash to families affected by natural disasters and fires in Hatajari of Chattogram today. The Hatajari Upojila administration organized the event. People from different walks of life and members of disaster-affected families were present at the event, presided over by Upojila Nirbahi Officer Muhammad Abdullah Al-Mumin. Later, the State Minister for Land distributed sewing machines to fishermen and their families registered under the Halda River Natural Fish Breeding Area Development and Management Project Phase 2 in the Upojila premises for alternative employment. State Minister for Land Barrister Mir Mohammad Halaluddin spoke as a chief guest at the Action Plan Formulation and Discussion meeting titled What to Do to Create a Drug-Free Society in the Upojila Parishad Premises. The event was addressed by the Upojila Nirbahi Officer, administration officials and leaders of various local political parties. Meanwhile, the Hatajari Upojila administration organized an inter-school and madrasa debate competition to build a drug-free society. The State Minister for Land and Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs was the chief guest at the event. Later, the State Minister distributed prizes among the debaters. Chattogram City Mayor Dr. Shawdat Hussain said that coordinated efforts have significantly reduced waterlogging in the city with a target to make it 70% to 80% free from waterlogging in the upcoming monsoon. He said this at a press briefing at Nagar Bhavan in the Tiger Pass area today. Earlier, the newly formed 19-member coordination committee held its inaugural meeting at Nagar Bhavan to strategize year-round maintenance of Chattogram's canals and drainage networks, aiming to eliminate the city's long-standing waterlogging crisis through inter-agency cooperation. The mayor highlighted that increased numbers of street traders are occupying roads and dumping garbage indiscriminately, which exacerbates waterlogging by clogging drains. The mayor stated that mobile courts will carry out frequent operations imposing fines and legal penalties on those responsible for creating filth and illegal dumping, as improper disposal exacerbates waterlogging. Now international news. President Donald Trump has issued a stark warning about war with Iran. Speaking to reporters before his trip to Beijing, he said either there will be a deal or Iran will be decimated. Trump declared that in one way or the other, the United States will emerge victorious in this war. When asked about the ongoing ceasefire, he said he would take some more time to consider its future and added, "Let's see what happens." Commenting on U.S. and Israeli strikes, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai said the conflict between the United States and Israel and Iran is a fight between a proud nation and professional liars. Baghai accused the United States and Israel of manufacturing excuses for brutality. Meanwhile, excluding damage to military bases in the Middle East, costs to the United States for weapons and equipment in the war, is at least $29 billion. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has asked Congress for an additional $1.5 trillion in this situation. He told Congress that the money is needed for the United States to maintain its position as the world's most effective military power. President Donald Trump has left Washington for an official visit to China. On this trip, President Trump is expected to discuss the Iran crisis and trade issues with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Before departing Washington, President Trump told reporters that trade, not Iran, would be the main topic of discussion with President Xi Jinping. However, Trump also told reporters that he expects to have long talk with Xi Jinping about Iran. A spokesman for Chinese Foreign Ministry said that this visit by U.S. President Donald Trump is at the invitation of Chinese President Xi Jinping. White House Principal Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly told reporters that Trump's visit to Beijing will be highly important and symbolic. The White House said that Trump's visit to China during his second term will be a grand affair. As part of the trip, he will visit Beijing's Temple of Heaven and attend an elaborate state banquet. This is the first visit to China by a U.S. president since 2017.